what you may learn
on the Shameka Show. Welcome everybody to the Shameka Show
with comedian Alicia Coley. Welcome, guys.
How is everyone doing this week?
I hope you are having a fabulous Hump Day Wednesday.
That's right. We have a wonderful show in store for you guys today. We have a Run the World Girl Show.
Yeah.
Every guest we have today are wonderful, exceptional women, and they all have a great career path, and we're going to talk with each one of them a little bit later, so make sure you tune in and stay locked in to us.
That's right.
So how have you been this week, Alicia?
I've been fantastic. How about yourself?
I've been great. It's been a great week. Just pretty much nice and relaxing. You know, I'm still on that summer vacay from school.
You have to bring that up, then she's got to rub it in. She just got to rub it in. When you work for the school district, there are times when you can take the summer off, and there are times when you might want to do summer school to get some summer school money. But this one right here, she wants to rub it on in, talking about she is enjoying her
Well,
summer
first of all, they didn't
vacay.
offer summer school for our school this year. And second of all, they really don't have nurses in summer school.
Well, true that.
So that's not an option. But I have been working a lot, you know, with Hey Shameka and, you know, with the show. So I needed this little 2-month break to get all this stuff set up correctly.
Mm-hmm.
So everything can run smoothly when the school year starts back.
Absolutely.
And
absolutely. And you know what? It's a shame that they don't have nurses in school during the summertime, because somebody kid might get on somebody's nerves and they might get a they might get a black eye or something like that. You never know. So they might need a nurse to heal up, put a Band-Aid on them, help them heal, put some Neosporin on a little sore or scrape or something like that. So I think we might Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms, if you listening, we might need to get nurses into the summer school programs, because these kids might get hurt. I don't know. I said might.
yes.
Yes.
I can see that happening, but apparently I guess maybe, usually the secretary is there all summer with the principal.
Mm-hmm.
Even the assistant principal usually isn't there all year. It's usually like the secretary, the principal, and then whatever teachers signed up for summer school if they're going to have summer school there.
All right. Well, awesome. Well, I'm glad, you're off, because you got a lot of work to do this summer with the Hey Shameka Show with Alicia Coley. And what have you been doing all weekend long? Because I've seen you some of the days this weekend. So what you been doing all weekend?
Let's see. So Friday I actually came out to what was that, Uptown Comedy Corner.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I came to the late show out there, and I saw you and you and Jordan. Mm-hmm. You and Jordan out there, and then
you gotta add that I closed the show. That's important.
Yes, she closed the show, guys. She closed the show, and she was awesome. Jordan was awesome. You know, they're always very funny. And if you guys do not follow them on social media, on IG, they actually do weekly skits, sometimes 2 or 3 skits a week.
Yep.
So definitely check them out at Alicia Coley, ALISHACOLEY. And then what is Jordan's IG?
It's Jordan Styles with a Z 80. So
Yeah.
Make sure y'all follow both of us, because we got to get these numbers up. We got to make sure people are following us, so other people can say, oh, people are actually interested in what they're doing, because that builds the vibes around what we're doing. So that gets the people watching and saying, okay, we can spend some money on what they doing. We see what they doing. We like them. Sign them up. Because I'm ready to sign some contracts, and I'm ready to sign a back of checks. Matter of fact, I don't even want to sign a check. Just direct deposit it. Just
Cash at me. Cash at me.
PayPal.
Yeah.
All of that. I take all streams of income coming in. Just give it to me.
And then Saturday, of course, we were at Comedy After Dark.
We were at Comedy After Dark.
And that was what, the 13th show?
That was the 13th show, y'all.
It was so funny, y'all. You guys are really missing out.
Yes.
You
are. We do Comedy After Dark every third Saturday of the month. So y'all got to make sure that y'all come in. And it's in Decula. The tickets are only $10 in advance and $15 at the door. So make sure y'all follow me so y'all can know when the Comedy After Dark show is. Don't miss it.
Exactly.
Stop missing it.
And then, of course, Sunday I saw you out at the park at Juneteenth. So,
girl, weren't we everywhere?
You and your husband was out there with that Dolphins
We
water
were
ice. And
everywhere
guys,
this weekend.
you are missing out.
Yes.
Dolphins
Y'all
water ice
definitely-
is so delicious.
Y'all have to taste it.
Woo!
And it's spelled just like a dolphin. So dolphins, DOLPHINS, water ice, _ ATL on Instagram. It is to die for. So we do retail and wholesale. So make sure y'all get y'all's in. And
Definitely.
we got the best water ice or Italian ice in Georgia right now.
Definitely make sure to hit them up. So we do have 4 guests that are going to come up for you today.
4 guests. 4 whole guests.
So we're going to have a great show. We actually have one of the ladies in studio right now, Miss Lyric Monet. So we will be back with her in just a few minutes.
Stay tuned.
And stay tuned to the Hey Shameka Show with comedian Alicia Coley.
Yes, ma'amers.
Check this out, y'all. Hey Shameka, new radio show on IBNX Radio featuring Alicia Coley and Shameka Love. It's going down. Y'all gonna love it, man. Take my word for it. Tune in every Wednesday from 7 to 9 p.m. We got you covered on this comedy thing, baby.
I want to know who my representing it here tonight. Hold on.
Keep letting you back in. How can I explain myself? You said you cared for me,
Louisiana, murder on the beat. Something for y'all to cut up to, you know? Yeah. Everybody get your roll on. I know shorty and she doesn't want no slow song. Had a man last year, life goes on. Haven't let the thing loose, girl, in so long. You been inside, know you like to lay low. I've been peeping what you bringing to the table. Working hard, girl, everything paid for. First, last phone bill, car, no cable. With your phone out, gotta hit them angles. With your phone out, snapping like you Fable. And you showing off, but it's alright. And you showing off, but it's alright. It's a short life, yeah. That's a real one in your reflection. Without a follow, without a mention. You really piping up on these. You gotta be nice for what to these. I understand, you got 100 bands, you got a baby bands, you got some bad friends. High school pics, you was even bad then. You ain't stressing off no lover in the past tense, you already had them. Work at 8 a.m., finish round 5. All down, you don't see them outside. Yeah, they don't really be the same offline. You know dog days, you know hard times. Doing overtime for the last month. Saturday, call the girls, get them gassed up. Gotta hit the club, gotta make that jump. Gotta hit the club like you hit them angles. With your phone out, snapping like you Fable. And you showing off, but it's alright. And you showing off, but it's alright. It's a short life.
These your boy. I mean,
Watch the breakdown.
That's a real one in your reflection. Without a follow, without a mention. You really piping up on these. You gotta be nice for what to these. I understand. Gotta hit the club like you hit them angles. It's a short life.
This is Shameka Love. You're listening to Hey Shameka Show with comedian Alicia Coley on IBNX Radio. And we are back
Yes,
with the Hey Shameka Show.
with comedian Alicia Coley. And we got some guests in the house, you guys.
That's right. So we have Miss Lyric Monet.
Hey,
How are you today?
I'm wonderful. How you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you. It's been a few weeks since I saw you.
It's
Yes.
been a minute.
Yeah, you were actually at IBNX Rundown, right?
I was. It was an amazing experience.
Yes.
It definitely was.
Definitely had a good performance there. And I was like, you know what? You need to come on out and come to our show and let's talk about your career and your music.
You did,
So
you
thank
did.
you so much for coming out with us today.
Thank you.
And then we have Miss Shahara Rowland.
Hi.
How are you doing today?
Excellent. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. And for those of you that don't know Shahara, she's actually a local entrepreneur, and she does marketing and PR. And she actually launched a, I guess it would be a type of chef-type food business online, Butter's Better Kitchen.
That's right.
And you do YouTube videos, correct?
Yes, I do.
All right, so we will definitely be getting into these ladies' careers and their life journey stories a little bit later. This part of the show is, of course, Sauce, which is Shameka and Alicia's unfiltered commentary.
Oh, man, I love a filter. Can I curse? No. Look,
You can.
I mean, we can.
I mean,
curse.
it's unfiltered.
You know, we grown.
Crazy.
We grown.
You know, I mean, we on 7 to 9 for a reason.
That's
Right.
absolutely.
Is this like semi-late night?
Semi.
Yes.
You know, it's in between,
It's
so.
a medium late night. Like,
Right.
Medium, I like
between.
that.
Yeah.
I like medium.
So it's definitely not filtered. If you feel like you want to say something, by all means, go ahead and
I
say
ain't go
it.
to church Sunday, so some might come up. You know, I don't know. She ain't go to church.
Yeah. So in this segment, we just talk about different things like hot topics, what's going on during the week, anything pressing. So we're going to start with Miss Alicia, see if she has anything that she wants to speak of.
I do. I usually talk about me, but I'm going to leave it off of me for right now. But I am going to talk about how you are a news reporter and get groped by somebody that's doing the news with you. Like, you asking him questions, and he want to kiss on your cheek and grope on your butt. Like, that happened to a commentator, I think, over in Russia somewhere. Y'all can Google it if y'all want to, because I don't have
Man.
all of the information on it. So
That's
I'm gonna
taking
tell
me
you what I
too
got.
straight to kind of to the extreme in the entertainment world.
Of
They were on.
course.
They were live.
They were live, but she did hold it together. She didn't come off of it like, oh, no, you didn't just feel my butt. She just was like, okay, how's the weather?
No, ma'am. I would have been like Monique. Would they say, "Go to commercial? Go to commercial." Because I'm about to act a fool.
Listen, I don't know what I would have did. It depends on how he touched it, though. I don't know what I would have did. If it was like a touch with the hand straight, I would have told on him. But
Did
if
you
he
see what he did?
palmed it, you
It
saw
was her
it?
breast.
Oh, he palmed her breast.
Yes, it was.
Oh, no,
wow.
see, I got a problem with you touching my
No,
breast.
she was. What was going on is they were preparing for 2 hours, and then as soon as they went live, a fan came over and ran up and kissed her and groped her on her breast.
Oh
And
wow.
then she kept it going, and he ran off, and they went to find him, and he has not been identified yet.
See?
That is
Oh, so it
crazy.
wasn't the person that she was doing the news
No,
with.
it was
a
just
fan.
a fan.
Hey, listen, don't none of y'all ever.
Damn, you can't even do interviews no more.
Girl, you can do interviews. You just make people pay you before they come up to the
Right.
podium.
Right?
Right.
Man.
Just in case.
Just in case. I'll give you your money back after these 5 minutes.
Oh, and I ain't say all that. Nah. Listen, you better take advantage of it.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Do you ladies have anything that y'all heard in the news or anything local that's been going on y'all want to talk about?
Definitely. I'm young, so like some stuff that doesn't hit like I don't want to say the older crowd, but you know, like old school, it hits me. So we just recently had a death, like a major death
Yes.
in the music industry. You know, R.I.P. X, and he had like was in a lot of trouble in the media's eyes.
Right.
You know, they would say like, oh, he beat up his girlfriend that was pregnant, you know, and would never go back and say, well, you know, she dropped allegations, she was never pregnant.
Okay.
She,
Right.
you know, actually got jumped, you know, stuff like that. And so when he died, like I'm seeing all these people, well, he's a woman beater, so I'm glad he died.
Wow.
And so I put up a post on Facebook, and of course people was not feeling it. And I said, you know, everybody that's out here disrespecting the death of this young boy, he's 20 years old, he's not even, you know, of a legal age to drink. When your, you know, drug dealer cousin gets shot down in the parking lot, I don't want to hear about how he had just registered for technical school and
Right.
started paying his child support.
Right.
Because y'all was on here disrespecting this man's this man's this life and his legacy, and now everybody wants to post these positive messages. And I just wanted to put out there that, like, somebody put a post up and they was like, if Malcolm X had died when he was 20,
Yes.
he
Right.
would have died this. And if all these influential people that we really think could do no wrong, because we only caught the tail end of their legacy. And it's just crazy how people, like, they're so inhumane, like they just forget.
are.
They forget.
Well, I think nowadays they're popularizing death, and it seems as if it doesn't matter anymore
Right.
unless it hits you close to home, just like
Right.
with the executive order and the children being separated from their parents.
Yes.
Right.
I'm a mother. I have 3 kids, and imagine someone taking my kids from me, and you're helpless and you're hopeless for what?
Right.
And we need to look at people more as people and not you're an immigrant, you're this, you're that.
Exactly.
Or just because someone's on the news or on a TV show does not make them any less a person,
Right. I agree
regardless
with
of where
that.
they're from.
I always say we are all one race. We are all human.
Right.
Yes,
Are human.
absolutely.
I don't care at the end of the day what country you're from, what your skin color is, sexual orientation, any of that doesn't
Right.
matter. We are all human at the end of the day, and this is how people need to treat each other. Speaking of the gentleman that passed away, that was murdered, the only thing that I still have a hard time wrapping my mind around is why people keep reposting that video.
Right.
Why people keep reposting that video? I mean, this is somebody's child.
Right.
This is somebody's, brother, cousin, whoever. It's somebody's family, and for you to keep reposting that,
Right.
Right.
that is awful. I mean, doing the video, doing the still pictures.
It's disrespectful.
Very disrespectful.
And remember when Steve Irwin, the crocodile hunter,
Yes.
when he passed away, there was video footage of it, and they gave it to the wife, and they said, "What do you want to do with it?" She says, "I want to destroy it because I don't want anyone else to
Right.
see this." But again, they're glamorizing death.
And that was such a different time too, where social media wasn't so heavily present in our
Yes.
lives.
Right.
So that was kind of different. And I'm not saying it's right at all. By all means, when someone dies, that is your personal business. As a family, you should definitely be able to mourn the way you need to. Whether it be if you decide to stay private with it, then that's your business, and if you decide to go public, then that's your business also. I think it's very great word was the disrespectful, because even though it's not a huge word, but you know what I'm saying.
Right.
I couldn't think of what it was,
Right.
but
Right.
disrespectful is definitely the word that I'm glad you used, because how dare you?
I mean, you can be human without being humane.
Right.
Right.
That's
Exactly.
a property
Right.
that you
But-
choose to
well,
acquire.
Another death that was tragic, but they didn't show it as prevalent, was when Paul Walker died.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
You barely saw pictures of. I think I saw one photo, and that was it. And they took it down,
Exactly.
and that was again good taste,
Right.
and respectful.
And he was, one very big actor at that time
Yeah.
when that happened, and they were able to keep it off social media, so it's able to do it. But like you said, it's just about being tactful
Tactful, yes.
and being tasteful in how you get the information across. Of course, people want the information, but to keep reposting over and over, it's just so much, and it also helps to further desensitize
Exactly.
everyone.
And you think about it too, how the news isn't necessarily about reporting what's going on. It's about who can get to it first.
Exactly.
Right.
Because now it's TMZ has reported,
Right.
or this company has
The shade
reported.
room.
The shade room. All these things are going on, and we don't know what's really going on because we have conflicting stories. We're hearing it from this source or this source. And I think I saw an interview Denzel Washington did on the red carpet, and someone asked him a question, and he just was like, "No, you guys are the ones that put it out there. You're
Exactly.
the one that do this. You're the one." And he straight up turned it back on the reporter, and she had nothing to say
Good.
because they weren't searching for good news.
Right.
Exactly.
And then, I actually went to school to be a news reporter.
Right.
Oh, nice.
No. I went to school to be a news reporter, and I did my internship, and I saw the feed. I saw the Associated Press where there was, the dad coming home from Iraq, or these wonderful, heartwarming stories, and they just bypassed them. They literally just scrolled
They want the
and
negative.
went the negative.
Right.
So who's to say or constitute that news always has to be negative.
Right.
Right.
And that's why here at the Hey Shameka Show, we choose to do things in a positive way.
Yes.
So we'll be right back with you guys in just a few minutes. Stay tuned.
I like diamonds, I like stunning, I like shining, I like $1,000,000 deals. Where's my pen? Bitch, I'm signing. I like those Balenciagas, the ones that look like socks. I like going to the Tula. I put rocks all in my watch. I like texts from my exes when they want a second chance. I like proving wrong. I do what they say I can't. They call me Cardi, Cardi, banging body, spicy mommy, hot tamale, hotter than a Somali. Virgo, Ferrari, hop up the stoop, jump in the coupe. Big dip on top of the roof, flexing them as hard as I can. Eating halal, driving a lamb. So that bitch, I'm sorry though. Got my coins like Mario. Yeah, they call me Cardi B. I run this shit like cardio. I'm in district in the chain. Certified, you know I'm gang, 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 gang. Drop the top and blow the brand. Oh, he's so handsome. What's his name? I need the dollars to change. Beat it up like piñata. Tell the job to close the curtains. That chick make you nervous.
Chambean, chambean, pero no jalan. Tú compras todas las Jordan, a mí me las regalan. I spend in the club, what you have in the bank. This is the new religion bank, el Latino gang. Yeah, está toda hacer dieta, pero es que en el closet tengo mucha grasa. Ya mudé la Gucci pa' dentro de casa, yeah. A ti no te conocen ni en plaza. El diablo me llama, pero Jesucristo me abraza. Guerrero como Eddie, que viva la raza, yeah. Me gustan boricua, me gustan cubana. Me gusta el acento de la colombiana. Como me ve el culo la dominicana. Lo rico que me chinga la venezolana. Andamos activos, perico, pim, pim. Billetes de 100 en el maletín. Que retumbe el bajo, Bobby Valentín, yeah. Aquí prohibido amar, dile charitín. Que per pico le tengo claritín. Yo llego a la disco y se forma el motín.
I'm in district in the chain. Certified, you know I'm gang, 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 gang. Drop the top and blow the brand. Oh, he's so handsome. What's his name? I need the dollars to change. Beat it up like piñata. Tell the job to close the curtains. That chick make you nervous.
Como Celia Cruz tengo el azúcar. Tú que va medio y se fue de pecho como Ginny Luca. Te vamos a tumbar la peluca y arranca pa'l carajo. Que a ti no te va a pasar la boca. Mi tele y Valenciaga me reciben en la entrada. Para, sí, like I'm Lady Gaga. Y no te me hagas, que en cover de Billboard tú has visto mi cara. No salgo de tu mente, donde quiera que viajes, he escuchado mi gente. Ya no soy high, soy como el testa rosa. Soy el que se la vive y también el que la goza. Cosa, es la cosa, mami es la cosa. El que mira sufre y el que toca goza. I said I like it like that.
I said I like it like that.
I said I like it like that.
I said I like it like that. I'm in district in the chain. Certified, you know I'm gang. Drop the top and blow the brand. Oh, he's so handsome. What's his name?
This is Lyric Monet, and you're listening to Hey Shameka with comedian Alicia Coley on IBNXRadioNetwork.com.
Life comes at us fast. One thing that gives us comfort is knowing that someone is there when you need them. Well, at Pleasant Hills Insurance, that's our promise to our clients. Call 770-910-7460 today or visit our website at pleasanthillsinsurance.com for your free, no obligations quote on retirement and life insurance. Many of the large agencies have turned their back on the retired workforce. At Pleasant Hills Insurance, if others can't qualify you, very often we can. Pleasant Hills Insurance proudly provides options for preconditions. So call 770-910-7460 or visit pleasanthillsinsurance.com today for your free, no obligations quote on retirement and life insurance. Pleasant Hills Insurance, we're here when you need us.
And welcome back to the Hey Shameka Show with comedian Alicia Coley.
Hey guys, I'm so glad y'all are staying tuned in and locked in. We still got some special guests in the studio, y'all.
We sure do. We have Shahara Rowland. We'll be talking to her in a little bit about Butter's Better Kitchen.
Hello, hello.
And her marketing and PR skills. And we have Miss Lyric Monet that is up first with us. And she's a local musician and singer.
Oh, shucks now.
All right. Giving me a title. You better stop.
And how are you doing this evening?
I'm amazing. Just being here with you guys. Y'all done made my whole day.
Oh, that is awesome. We appreciate you coming in and sitting down with us today. So tell us a little bit about how you got into music. Like, were you in music when you were growing up? And how did you start doing music professionally here in Atlanta?
Okay, well, the story that I always tell is the one that my mom, you know, every mom has like an embarrassing story that she tells at the family function. So she was like, you know, she just came home from kindergarten one day and got on her little Tykes piano, and her teacher had gave her an extra cookie, so she was happy and wrote a song. So I'm like, that sound like me. She gave me an extra cookie. Yeah, that sound about right. You know, and so my mother is a poet, and she's a singer and a songwriter. But she's never done it professionally. And my father, he's actually a producer. He's a gospel producer. He's also a pastor. So he's always been in music, raps, does songwriting. He's also a singer. And so I've always kind of been into it. I never thought that I would really do it professionally because, you know, like that father shadow. They're like, oh, you're going to be just like your daddy. I'm like, I look like my mama, you know, type. But I got here and I got to Atlanta and I just saw the possibilities, and I realized that what I had was something special, and I would be selfish to keep it to myself.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
So, you said you got into it when you were younger, like you knew you had the music bug. Before you answer that, though, let me go back to this. Are you from Atlanta?
No, I'm from San Diego, California.
And how
Shout
long
out 619.
All right. Well, how long you been in Atlanta?
11? No. I've been here 3 years. I've been in Georgia 11 years.
Okay. All right.
So, you know, I'm going to shout out everybody.
Okay, well, shout out everybody then. All right. So, you talked about your dad being a pastor, and you you might be in his shadow if you go this way. What would you say the positive part about that would have been, and then go to the negative part about that would have been as a musician?
Well, the positive part is that my father is actually like a musician when it comes to like instruments.
So he's guitar, piano.
No, he's a keyboardist, but he can compose anything.
Okay.
He could tell anybody on any instrument pretty much what to do. And so because of that, I'm just surrounded by great music, real music with compassion and with feeling. And so that taught me, whether I wanted to or not, just being around it taught me how to actually put what I was going through into music.
Okay.
The negative part was because my father is a pastor, it was kind of like, yeah, we'll support you doing music, but you're going to need to do this kind of music. Even when it came to the people that would support me, not even necessarily my father, because my father has always encouraged me to take my own path. But just when people find out that, oh, your father's a pastor, oh, now we don't want to listen to that song. Now, first of all, you was just Millie rocking to it.
Okay.
So I need you to stop now, Cheryl. I need you to quit.
Cheryl.
I name everybody. I got to excuse me.
That's funny.
So it was, for anybody that wasn't listening earlier, we actually met Lyric a few weeks ago, might have been almost a couple of months, at IBNX's Rundown. And they do that every few months where we have live interviews and live performances from artists, local artists in the area that come out and perform. So it's definitely a good way to showcase your talents here. Are there, do you go around to different open mics or do a lot of performances here locally?
I do. I actually have one on Monday at Smith's Old Bar. And so
I performed there before.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's my first time, but I've heard it's a pretty dope spot. So anybody and everybody that can come out, I definitely would appreciate your support. I also do the Poetry Gala every first Tuesday of the month, which is at Artisans Bar and Gallery. It's really dope. They have live poets, live art. They have masseuses there. So it's really a vibe.
Masseuses.
Yeah, you know, you over there listen to the jazz while you get your shoulder rubbed. You better stop now.
Like, what?
Might have to tip you.
What's the date on your Smith's Old Bar?
The 25th.
The 25th of June. That's a
Monday.
Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So everybody, make sure y'all go out and support on Monday, June 25th, at Smith's Old Bar. I can't remember the address at Smith's Old Bar.
No, I can't, but Google does.
Google. You can always Google Smith's Old Bar. It's a really cool little, swanky little place. I performed there, like I said. It's really cool. It's very intimate. The people are pretty close. Like, you know, you can reach out and touch them.
Okay. Hey, now listen, though.
Yeah.
Cozy. That's
cozy.
cozy.
Yeah, it's cozy. And you said every Tuesday?
Every first Tuesday, that's the Poetry Gala.
Okay.
Every first Tuesday of the month. That's at Artisans Bar and Gallery downtown.
Okay. And what can we expect from you within the next year or two?
Well, late last year, I started my own artist development business. It's an indie artist platform. Bring music back, entertainment. That's exactly what we're aiming to do. I just signed our second artist, Warren Hill.
Nice.
And so basically we're getting ready to put out a slew of projects, just bringing back music that you feel good after you listen to it. Like, you know what you're getting when you go into it. So
So would you say kind of like the old school R&B kind of, would you say?
everything. I'm trying to, because real music doesn't mean just, you know, the music that you used to listen to. It's just music with meaning. So
Absolutely
I'm
missing
bringing,
that.
you know, I'm bringing real music to your breakup. I'm bringing real music to the club. I'm bringing real music to, you know, you riding with your grandma. You want to put some little church music on. I got, you know, we're bringing everything. We're just trying to bring real music back to the industry, period.
Right. So what advice would you give to our listeners, anyone out there that's trying to break into the music business, that's trying to go professionally?
All right. So what I always tell every artist that comes in to me for artist development, be honest with yourself. Do not.
And she repeat, do not.
All right. Do not decide that you want to go on a professional career because Mother Henry at so-and-so Baptist Church told you that you hit that one note that one time.
Right.
That is not how it works, sweetheart, because these folks out here, they don't care about you. And it's just honest. This is an industry, it's business. And so because of that, they don't care. They care about what makes money.
Right.
And if you don't make money, they have no issue hurting your feelings. So the first thing is to be honest with yourself and surround people that are going to be honest with you and hold you accountable, because it's work. It's a job. And most of the time, until you make it, you're going to have to do this and another job. So it's dedication. So just be prepared. You have to mentally prepare yourself. Another thing is, I saw an article, it was actually a video with, you know, everybody's singing Boo'd Up by Ella Mai. And so it's a year ago, and she's singing this song that everybody is singing, and everybody in the crowd is just looking at her, because this is before she made it big.
Right.
And the note was, don't give up on your dreams. Just because they don't get it now doesn't mean they won't give it later. If you honestly believe in yourself and you know that you have what it takes, it's not a demon in hell that can take it from you. If it's for you, you're gonna get it. So believe in yourself and believe in your dreams and keep pressing.
Okay, awesome. Can you tell our listeners how they can follow you and how they can stay in touch with what you're doing?
Most definitely. I have a website up, www.deja, D-E-J-A, Monet, MONEA.com. I am on IG as Lyrically Liddy. I'm also on Facebook as DEJ Monet, so that's Deja Monet, and on YouTube as Deja Monet Official.
Awesome. So we definitely appreciate you coming and talked with us today, and we look forward to hearing some new music from you. And you guys make sure y'all stay tuned to the Hey Shameka Show with comedian Alicia Coley.
All right. Stay tuned.
Yeah. Feelings so deep in my feelings. Notice they ain't really like me. Can can't control my anxiety. Feeling like I'm touching the ceiling. When I'm with you, I can't breathe. Boy, you do something to me. Ooh, no, I'll never get over you until I find something new that get me high like you do. Yeah. Ooh, no, I'll never get over you until I find something new that get me high like you do. Listen to my heart go bottom, boot up, dee-dee-da-do, boot up, and my heart go bottom, boot up, dee-dee-da-do. It just won't stop, it go bottom, boot up, dee-dee-da-do, boot up, and my heart go bottom, boot up, dee-dee-da-do. It just won't stop, it go. How many ways can I say that I need you, baby? It's true. I think I might die without you. Feeling all over my body. You know how I like it. Ain't gotta tell you what to do. Yeah. Ooh, no, I'll never get over you until I find something new that get me high like you do. Yeah. Ooh, no, I'll never get over you until I find something new that get me high like you do. Listen to my heart go bottom, boot up, dee-dee-da-do, boot up, and my heart go bottom, boot up, dee-dee-da-do. It just won't stop, it go bottom, boot up, dee-dee-da-do, boot up, and my heart go bottom, boot up, dee-dee-da-do. It just won't stop, it go. Head over heels in love, right in front of you, I ain't gotta look no more, baby. I wanna build this love, and everything you own, you ain't gotta ask for. You got me boot up, boot up, boot up, boot up. So you from the jump, I don't only choose you. Got me boot up, boot up, boot up, boot up. Grab me by the waist, baby, pull me closer. Ooh, no, I'll never get over you until I find something new that get me high like you do. Yeah. Ooh, no, I'll never get over you until I find something new that get me high like you do. Listen to my heart go bottom, boot up, dee-dee-da-do, boot up, and my heart go bottom, boot up, dee-dee-da-do. It just won't stop, it go bottom, boot up, dee-dee-da-do, boot up, and my heart go bottom, boot up, dee-dee-da-do. It just won't stop, it go.
This is such a crazy feeling though. I don't want to get too attached, but I feel like I already am.
IBNX Radio.
How many of us have them? Friends, ones we can depend on. Friends, how many of us have them? Friends, before we go any further, let's be friends.
Friends, the word we use every day. Most of the time we use it in the wrong way. Now you can look the word up again and again, but the dictionary doesn't know the meaning of friends. And if you ask me, you know I couldn't be much help, because a friend's somebody you judge for yourself. Some are okay and they treat you real cool, and some mistake your kindness for being the fool.
We like to be with some because they're funny. Others come around when they need some money. Some you grew up with around the way.
And we are back with the Hey Shameka Show
with comedian Alicia Coley, and you guessed it, this is the part where we talk about friends. This segment is called Frankly Friends. And the reason why it's called Frankly Friends is because you can ask yourself, frankly, who are your real friends? What are they capable of? What are they not capable of? Why are they in your lives? Why do you have friends? And this is the thing. Today, I decided to talk about how do you repair a broken friendship. The reason why I decided to do that is because I think people are not honest with each other these days. And so, and people are not loving like they used to be. And I feel like in order to be a great friend, you have to be a good person first. So I'm going to put y'all on the spot because y'all are in the studio with me or whatever.
Okay.
I want to know, first I'm going to ask, how about I'll ask you, Shahira, what is the longest friendship relationship that you've had so far?
17 years.
And you guys still talk
wait,
today?
Sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry.
She listening.
No, wait. I know she is. That's why I got
Get it right. Get it right.
First day freshman year, high school.
Okay. All right.
So that was some years ago.
Okay, that's all right.
Was it 20-something years ago?
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah.
How about you?
Okay, so before I give my answer, I'm gonna point out I'm only 21.
Okay.
So
that's fine.
Got you.
Our generation don't even know how to be friends. So me and Jesus been rocking 21 years strong. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's what I'm talking about.
You know what? I really feel bad for y'all because even my son, who's 16, almost 17, says the same thing. Like, is this generation?
It's different.
It's just very different, and
Yes,
he's
Lord.
only 16.
Right.
You know, seeing that from viewing it from him or hearing it from him, his outlook on it, I'm like, wow, that is not good. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So, how about you, Shameka? How many years has it been?
Okay, so I have like 2 or 3 best friends.
a plethora of friends.
I know, but my best friend from high school, shout out to Tanea. Tanea Felder. We've known each other since the 9th grade, so that's what, 26?
Okay, well, we ain't going to
24.
blurb that one out.
Yeah.
Yeah, over
Like
20 years.
25, 26 years. I think this year I've been out of school 21 years, so that would be 25,
You're
25.
so honest. That's awesome. I don't think.
I mean,
wanna tell anybody.
for everybody out there, I'm 39. I don't
finna-
care to say my
I'm
age.
gonna say when you look like that, you could be honest.
Thank you.
It's the ones that don't. You like I'm
still gonna keep my honesty to myself.
I'm 27. Now you're not that far from me though.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do
You're
that.
not that far from. Hey, I didn't say if you was older than younger.
That
I
you
just
right.
said you're not that far from me.
But still, you said you was 39, so it could be 2 up, 2 down. You don't know.
That's
Well,
right.
I'm
3
2
up.
down.
well, I'm
37.
32.
She tried it.
Anyway, so yes, I wanted to talk about repairing broken friendships real quick. It's really just simple to me. Like for you to repair a broken friendship, or for you to keep your solid friendships solid, the ones that you've had over the years, I think first you have to, one, love yourself, have self-love. Secondly, you have to be honest with not only yourself, but be honest with your friends and hold them accountable. You know, you have to learn how to say, you know what, I was wrong. I'm glad you checked me. I'm
Right.
sorry. I apologize and mean it and be sincere. So I think in 2018, it's time for it's a women's movement going on right now.
Absolutely.
And I think we need to be better women, but first to each other, but we need to be better women to ourselves. When you look up in the mirror and you see yourself, be like, I'm beautiful, I'm fine. The truth is within me. I can do this today. I done got up out this bed. It's going to be a great day. And whoever is in your circle or whoever is in your immediate, even in your household, be friends to the people in your household.
Right.
That's
You
right.
know, I'm going to put y'all back on the spot again. Repairing the broken, because you know what, and you're, like you said, you're young, so it's going to be, and you're in the industry, so it's going to be people that just can't stand you for no reason. You can walk in the door and be like, oh, I heard she could sing, I don't like her. What?
Nah, for real.
Yeah.
I've gotten DMs and, oh yeah, I heard you think you better than that. Who did you hear it from, baby? Because I don't even have no friends. So
Right.
it couldn't have been nobody but my enemies.
There you go. That's what I'm saying. So you got to really just guard yourself.
I guess for me, I'm not originally from America. I'm from the Philippines. So when I moved to America, particularly South Georgia, I got a lot of, oh, you think you're better than us because you're light skinned. I was like, Mommy, what does that mean? And my mom is very Asian. She said, honey, I do not know. I do not know what light skin is. So she's like, they just jealous. I'm like, for what? Not understanding, not coming from America, not understanding the mind frame of it. And that became very depressing for me because I didn't understand what was going on or the dynamics. But I know I made a decision when I graduated high school. I said, I'm not living for anybody else. I'm going to live
That's
for myself.
what you got to do.
And I went to college, had the best time. I loved myself. I had friends. I didn't have friends. I didn't care because I was true to who I am. And my girlfriend got married a few years ago, and this guy came up to me. He's like, I remember you from college. He's like, you were stuck up. I was like, no, I wasn't. He was like, well, you never spoke to me. I was like, dude, I don't even know you. He's like, well, I never spoke to you because I thought that you thought you were better than me.
Well, you so good at
Perception.
that perception.
You thought that I thought. So without a conversation of even knowing me or anything about it,
Right.
I was like, you're lost, and I kept moving.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's so funny that it actually came from a guy. Like, you don't normally get there from a guy. It's
but
like,
it's
dude,
the
really?
insecurities too.
Absolutely.
And
That's true.
It goes all the way around. And when you were talking about, friendships, my best friend and I had a conversation the other day, and she checked me like a few years ago, and she straight up said, I don't like the way that you said this. That upset me. And she's never, corrected me or anything. And I had to look at myself like, how did I say it? Okay, yeah, she's right. I did say that kind of foul. I was like, I apologize. But that made me very aware of how I spoke to people and the things that I said. And that's been years and years ago.
Right.
And so I'm very cognizant of how I talk to people, and it's important.
Right. And it comes with growth. It comes with maturity.
You gonna raise your hand? You raise your hand. Yes,
I don't really know how this
She's
works.
only 21.
Yes, Lyric.
I was just going to say that I've had the privilege of having pretty old school parents. And so because of that, I'm able to see the difference and some of the reasoning behind like why my generation acts the way that they do. And it ties directly into when you said self-love. I noticed that a lot of our young women, a lot of our young ladies, they're not they're raised from broken women. And so when they're raised by broken, single, by themselves,
or
women,
absent
broken
fathers,
homes, exactly.
That's a big deal
Exactly.
for ladies
and
growing
so
up.
because of that, they don't know how to have friends because in their world, because they were never taught that you're beautiful regardless, they see everything else as a threat. So why would you're focused on I have to get somebody else before they get me, or I can't allow anybody close, or I don't need nobody because you were raised by an independent woman.
Right.
Like and there's a difference. There are some single women that are truly independent and they're doing it for their child because they have to.
Right.
But then you also have, what they call bitter baby mama syndrome, and they take it as independent woman, and really you're teaching your child that they don't need nobody when really everybody needs somebody.
Right. Everybody needs
and they
somebody.
don't know how to be friends.
And you know what my mom told me? My mom always said, because I used to go through stuff with girls or whatever, and it was the whole light skin, long hair,
honey.
all of that stuff. And I'm like, don't be mad at me. Be mad at my parents. They the one who genetically put this thing together. But it was like, I don't want to go through that with people. I just want to play and be nice and be friends.
Right.
But I'm so glad you brought up having the conversation, because that's what I want people to start doing. Have the conversation with one another and be honest. And y'all, Frankly Friends is a segment that we will keep in the Hey Shameka Show. We're going to keep it in here so we can continue to talk about how do you be friends and how do you be good people. Thank y'all so much for listening to this segment. And y'all can call us and chat with us. Talk about some stuff that we've talked about. Bring it back up. Stay tuned in.
I tried to drink it away. I tried to put one in the air. I tried to dance it away. I tried to change it with my hair. I wear my credit card below. Thought a new dress would make it better. just made me even sadder. I tried to keep myself busy. I ran around in circles, think I made myself dizzy. I slept it away, I sexed it away, I read it away. Away, away, well, it's like cranes in the sky. Sometimes I don't wanna feel those metal eyes. Yeah, it's like cranes in the sky. Sometimes I don't wanna feel those metal eyes. I tried to run it away. Thought in my head be feeling clearer. I traveled 70 states. Thought moving around make me feel better. I tried to let go my lover. Thought if I was alone then maybe I could recover. To write it away or cry it away. Don't you cry, baby. Away. But it's like cranes in the sky. Sometimes I don't wanna feel those metal clouds. Yeah, it's like cranes in the sky. Sometimes I don't wanna feel those metal.
IBNX Radio.
Hey, this is Butter with Butter's Better Kitchen, and you're listening to the Hey Shameka Show with comedian Alicia Coley on IBNX Radio.
You're listening to IBNX. IBNXradio.com. The station with the best music. Best music.
I love the music.
Best music.
Hey, what's up? It's Jay-Z.
Hey, I'm Mariah Carey.
Hey, it's Katy Perry.
It's your boy T.I.P., man. Get in. It's your boy Sean Kingston.
What's up, y'all? I'm Beyonce.
This is Nicki Minaj, and I'm in the mix with
IBNX Radio.
And welcome back to the Hey Shameka Show with comedian Alicia Coley.
Yes, we're back, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in and staying locked in with us.
So next we have our interview with the lovely Shahira Rowland, who is also the creator of Butter's Better Kitchen.
Yes. Hello. Thank
Hey,
you for having
Shahira.
me.
Oh, thank you for
welcome. Thanks for
coming in
coming.
and
sorry.
speaking with us. So can you just tell everyone, the listeners out there, a little bit about yourself, about how you got here to Atlanta. I know you do marketing and PR as well, so tell them a little bit about that, and then how did you launch into Butter's Better Kitchen?
Absolutely. I am originally from the Philippines. Filipino mother, American father, came to the States when I was around 12 years old for good, and moved around a lot with the military. Finally settled in Georgia. Got too hot, so I moved away. Came back, it got hotter. I have a master's degree in marketing, and that is what I've been doing for a while, and I absolutely love it. It's great. I work with athletes and influencers, and getting their brand out there. They're as a publicist, getting their brand endorsements, things like that. I travel. I have the best time. It's
awesome. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, my degree is going to good work and good use. So
I love to hear that because a lot of people have to.
A lot of people can't say that.
But I'm gonna be honest, it took a while. I have 3 kids, and I started having my kids at 20, and I worked 3 jobs and went to school full time. While I was like, oh my gosh, what do I do? And as a single mother, it was hard. And then when I met my husband, and then we'd have kids together, he had kids, and we were raising all the kids. So by the time I was 25, we had 4 kids.
Okay.
And I was like, oh my gosh. So
get it out the way early.
Yeah, I did. Then I had another one, but you think about it, I got to grow with my kids. So this year I have a son who is a senior in high school, but it dawned on me last year. I said, oh my God, in a year my son's going to graduate, and I don't know who I am when it comes to what I want to do for a living. I'll work and I'll do things, and that's fun, but what do I love? What is my thing per se? And it's always been cooking. I love to cook. If I've cooked for you, that means I love you very much.
Oh,
like very much. So you're gonna have to come by.
I was gonna say I'm gonna need you to love me.
Oh,
very
right,
much,
okay.
man. I'm just saying I need you to love me very much. Okay.
I love you very much. And you're more than welcome to come by. So, I have to feed everybody. Okay, yes. Next time I come, I'll bring food. And so funny, I talked to my friend. They said, did you bring them food? I was like, I did not. She said, shame on you.
Shame on you.
You
know you're supposed to bring us something.
Little samples, little appetizers or something.
I brought you a flyer that shows how to make it.
I think I watched a video the other day. It was the cucumber rolls?
Yes. That's what actually I have on the flyer, the cucumber roll-ups. And so I cook a lot. And what got me really started is I have a 13-year-old, but a few years ago, I came home and my kitchen was smoking.
Wow. And
I said, Marquise, what are you doing? That's like, it all goes together.
Right.
Marquise, what are you doing? And he was like, what? I'm making chicken tenders. And I looked, he put the chicken tenders on for 21 minutes instead of 2.5 minutes. And I was like, baby, what are you doing? He's like, well, this says 21 minutes. He didn't know fractions. And I was like, no, I want you to learn how to cook. Let me show you how to cook. So now, in creating this channel, what I want to do is I want kids to learn how to cook. We're busy. We're always busy, and it's enough for me to think of the meals, cook them, and things like that. But our kids are involved in way more things than we were involved in as kids. So my kids run track, they play football, they play soccer, they do all these things, but they don't know how to cook because we're so busy. And I think it's so important. If you have a single mother who's working 2 and 3 jobs, you have to learn how to fend for yourself.
That is true.
And
that is absolutely true.
I refuse to buy ramen noodles now,
Yeah.
and there's nothing wrong with it. I grew up on ramen noodles,
Right.
But I want.
But that's like a snack now, though. That's not a meal.
Yeah, but my kid will eat it every day, so I just don't even buy it anymore. So and I love to see his creativity. So now he was like, "Mom, what can I cook?" I was like, "I don't know, go figure it out." And he made macaroni and cheese with sausages and bacon bits today. So
he wasn't hungry after that.
He wasn't. But it's using his creativity, and I love, how Deja was in here earlier talking about how she sings and how she feels, and I see artists being able to paint, and it's so beautiful. None of my stuff comes out like that. It's when I cook. It's because I cook with feeling and I cook with love.
That's your art.
That is my art. And my husband says, he's like, make mine how you make yours. That's all he says. I don't care if it's a burger, an omelet, whatever it is. He says, make mine how you make yours. Just pretend like you're making it for yourself.
Oh, that's awesome.
Because food is a beautiful thing.
Oh,
it is a beautiful thing when you love to cook it. I want to love it. I just don't love it. I feel like I've been cooking for 17 years now because my son will be 17 in July. And I've been cooking for me, him, my husband, my daughter. And I'm just at the point where now this is my life now, and I want to live it, and I want to be a little bit more selfish, and I don't want to cook anymore. I just want to go do comedy, and I want to do the radio station, and I want to be out in the industry doing some entertainment.
Doing your
So
passion.
now I don't want to cook. I don't want to clean and all of that
Oh, I
stuff. So
don't
I
clean.
think you cooking and my artistry being on stage, and Shameka here with the radio station
Right.
popping. No, I think we got something.
Right.
That's
You know?
right.
Right, and it's all about following your passion.
It is.
And you know, when I was a kid, my mom got pregnant with my sister when I was 9 years old, and she had to be put on bed rest. My dad was in the military and he was deployed, so I remember the first meal I ever made was broccoli and chicken and rice. I can make rice with my eyes blindfolded backwards, like toss it over my head, no problem. But it was the broccoli, and so my mom, we had the 2-story, so I had to go upstairs. Mom, what do I do now? And she'll tell me, and I'd run downstairs and cook. I'll do cut up the broccoli, then I'll bring it to her in the pot upstairs, and she's like, okay, now you have to clean it, and I had to run back downstairs. I ran upstairs like at least 15 times just to make broccoli.
Yeah.
And my mom, again, after she had my sister, she was working 3 jobs, and so I had to be the one. I have an older brother, so I had to be the one to cook.
Right.
So I've been cooking for as long as I can remember. Growing up in the Philippines, my mom was like, that's edible, don't touch that.
Right.
And so knowing the different things, like they call moringa superfood now. It's like, it's the new superfood in America. No, it's been around, buddy.
Yeah, they
been around
talked
for a
about
long
that. We
time.
went to the Bahamas. They talked about, say it again.
Moringa?
Yes, that they talked about that and how it was the superfood and
It's awesome.
Yeah.
And you can buy it so many different ways, but we make a soup with it. And there's so many different things. And being able to travel the world at a young age, I was exposed
awesome.
to right. It's so beautiful. I lived in England for 3 years.
Nice.
And I got to eat fish and chips with the newspaper wrapped up. And, it doesn't have to be delicacies. It could be what's to that region, what's to that culture. And it's a beautiful thing. And I want my kids to experience that. And I teach them that through food.
I think that's awesome. So what do you have going on right now where people can either taste your food or they can go to your website or YouTube channel or what do you have going on?
So you can follow my Instagram at Butters Better Kitchen. You can follow it on YouTube at Butters Better Kitchen, but you have to put the apostrophe. If not, a stick of butter will come up.
Okay.
I don't know why. So it's BUTTER''S.
Okay.
Better Kitchen. Facebook, Butters Better Kitchen, and my Twitter is Butters Kitchen. Butters Better Kitchen was too long, they said. So
Okay.
But if you want to taste the food, you can go to my website, buttersbetterkitchen.com, and get some recipes. I'm always taking suggestions. So if there's something you want to try but don't know how, I can feel it, make it, and send it to you.
That is great.
Yes,
That's
that's
great.
about to be one of my favorite channels because anybody that knows me knows I've had a love affair with food my entire life. I'm a foodie.
Are you really?
Yes.
All right, well, I'm going to cook for you.
Oh, bless you.
Hello, I'm sitting right here.
This is we're all having a conversation. This is a circle of sisterhood right now.
Yes.
You know what we should do?
We should
Have
have a
like a little girls' night, like a little dinner party.
Absolutely.
That
I
would
am
be
all
awesome.
down. Pajama party. I'm always down.
Do you so
Even
when
better.
you cook, do you cook at home and you take it to places, or do you have a hall or a building?
No,
or?
let me clarify.
Yes.
I don't cater.
Okay.
I cook for love.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
it's not like I'm gonna make this and this and this. No, you come by my house for my birthday, I'm cooking for you. You come by my house, you crying, I'm cooking for you and bringing a drink. Like it's that type of thing. It's your
Okay.
birthday, I cook what you want. I talk with my, what you want, honey? You want to eat? I got you. And I'll cook. It doesn't, it's love. And I did want to point out to you, because I didn't mention this to Shameka, but I also have a book coming out.
Nice.
Okay.
It's something that I've been working on for years. I love to write. And I have recently have a publisher, and it should be out the end of this year. It's a book series, and the first book is Adventures of Zoe.
Nice.
Okay. And it talks about little kids. It's for little kids, like kindergarten, first grade, talking about sharing, talking about cleaning their room, talking about the importance of family.
How to be a good friend.
How to be a good friend. Actually, that's one of them. How to be a good friend, and I'll have more on that as well later. So yeah, it's a lot of great things, and you don't have to be one.
Right.
Like when people tell you, what do you do for a living? It's not just the one thing.
Absolutely.
You can be multiple things and do multiple things. Like you said, the radio and doing your comedy. You can do it all.
I love wearing many hats. It gets tiring,
It
but I love to do it. So that's what I do, So I tell everybody that says, how they ask, like, how are you just doing this? You got a battery in your back? Just do it. Just do it. And
Exactly.
manage your time, because You have 24 hours a day. Yes, you need to sleep about 6 to 8 of those hours, but by all means, get out there and foot the pavement and do what you got to do to make yourself happy.
All right.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So we definitely appreciate you coming out to speak with us today.
Yes,
Thank
we
you.
You know, proud of what you're doing. You know, I've met you, I think it was a little over a year ago now, at Rolling Out, one of their events. So definitely keep doing what you're doing. Keep having that positive spirit. Appreciate you coming out. And you guys are listening to the Hey Shameka Show with comedian Alicia Coley, and we will be back.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Sis got blah boy, sis got blah boy. Sis got blah boy, sis got blah boy. Yeah. 901 Shelby Drive, look alive, look alive. Niggas came up on this side, now they on the other side. Oh well, fuck them, dawg. We gon' see how hard they ride. I get racks to go outside, and I split it with the guys. We up on the other side, niggas acting like we tied. I've been gone since like July, niggas acting like I died. They won't be expecting shit when Capo go to slide. Cause I told them that we put that shit behind us, but I lied. Ayy, ayy, look who I'm around, man. If I fucked up, I'ma be downtown, man. Full flow bound, man. That's if I get caught, man. Push me to the edge, so it really ain't my motherfucking fault, man. I'm not to blame, man. This fucking industry is cutthroat. I'm not the same, man. And I could let you check the tag now. I'm rocking name brand. I'm only chasing after bags now. I got a game plan, and I'm out here with the whoop. 700 3i5s, look alive, look alive. Niggas came up on this side, now they on the other side. Oh well, fuck them, dawg. We gon' see how hard they ride. I get racks to go outside, and I split it with the guys. We up on the other side, niggas acting like we tied. I've been gone since like July, niggas acting like I died. They won't be expecting shit when Capo go to slide. Cause I told them that we put that shit behind us, but I
Bitch, come through. You and you. I'ma get the money. Drizzy, get the loot. Pull up with that Draco. Play with Drake and I'ma shoot. My weapon be the instrument. I blow you like a flute. Nigga play so he feelin'. Pull up broad day with the canine shivering. Drop a nigga like he's littering. We at your door like we the delivering. He not a plug, he middleman. That nigga brown like cinnamon. I got them round like Sugar Ray Robinson. Shots to the chest, how you gasping for I'ma spray 'em just like for a breeze. Came a long way from sitting in the nosebleed. Now a nigga on the floor talking to the athlete. Mine I'm so close to the gun that I can steal the stash sheets.
901 Shelby Drive, look alive, look alive. Niggas came up on this side, now they on the other side. Oh well, fuck them, dawg. We gon' see how hard they ride. I get racks to go outside, and I split it with the guys. We up on the other side, niggas acting like we tied. I've been gone since like July, niggas acting like I died. They won't be expecting shit when Capo go to slide. Cause I told them that we put that shit behind us, but I lied.
Shameka Show with comedian Alicia Coley.
Yes, we are back live, and we have a caller on the phone, and this caller just so happens to be one of my great friends by the name of Khalif, who is a singer, actor, and just one of my great friends. Khalif, you want to call?
What up?
Yes, thank you so much for calling. I know you said you wanted to talk about Frankly Friends, the Frankly Friends segment, and you had a comment about the Frankly Friends segment. So what did you want to say? You wanted to tell everybody how good of a friend I am?
Wait, I had to pause for a second. I forgot we ain't on the personal conversation.
No, we're not on. It's on the.
How my mouth is.
Yeah, you on the radio.
No, Alicia is a really good friend. I've known her since high school, and we weren't really that close in high school, but we got really tight after high school, and I think that she really showed me mad love when she introduced me to, we were in a play together called Dream Girls, and she introduced me to that, and we've just been tight ever since, and it just got stronger and stronger. We kind of lean on each other from the entertainment aspect. She throws stuff at us. You know, I've put on a couple of my tracks. But as far as when it comes to our friendship, we talk about everything and nothing is off limits. And we just have the understanding that, you know, we might not agree on a lot of things, but we're allowed to really speak our mind and get it off our chest. And I think that's why our friendship thrives.
Yes, and I absolutely agree with you, because it does come a point where you have to just look at what kind of friend you have and talk to each other about whatever you need to talk about each other about, and respect the boundaries of the person's opinion. So Khalif, I appreciate you, friend, for being that type of person where I can come to you and talk to you about pretty much anything, and you don't look at me like, well, yes, you do. Never mind. Yes, you do. But you give it to me straight, and so I appreciate that, because you don't pull no punches with me. So I appreciate that, and I love you, friend. Thanks for calling in.
You know, I love you too. Likewise, I couldn't wait to get on the phone. But next time, can you put me on a show that I could cuss? Because I really had to.
You can cuss on this show.
You can cuss on this show. You go ahead and cuss.
Yeah, you can cuss if you want to.
Shit.
You just had to say it, didn't you?
No.
He gonna say
but
shit.
I love seeing you do your thing, Leash. You know, I'm so proud of you.
Thank
I'm proud of what you've done down there. Keep hustling, keep grinding. You know, just give me $2 when you make it. All right?
I got you, boo. I got you.
All right. Thank you. Let me call in, and I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
You're listening to the Hey Shameka Show with comedian Alicia Coley.
Listening to IBNX. IBNXradio.com. The station with the best music. Best music.
I love the music.
Best music.
Hey, what's up? It's Jay-Z.
Hey, I'm Mariah Carey.
Hey, it's Katy Perry.
It's your boy T.I.P., man. Get it. This your boy Sean Kingston.
What's up, y'all? I'm Beyonce. This is Nicki Minaj, and I'm in the mix with
IBNX Radio.
Girls on the floor.
Take a look at me and all the flaws and what could be and all the things.
Hey, and welcome back to the Hey Shameka Show with me, comedian Alicia Coley, and this is the part where we talk about comedy and we have conversation, and it doesn't have to be serious, guys. Sometimes you just need to have a little conversation, and you gotta have some laughs in it. I just wanted to talk about being a comedian real quick, because some people ask. I had a DM the other day, actually. This young lady was asking me about being a comedian because she wants to try it. She's scared. She said she's seen a couple people bomb, and it just really it just really hurt her heart, and she don't know if she could do it. She said, and plus I'm a vegan, and I heard that they be trying to pay comedians with chicken wings and fries, and I don't eat no chicken. So I just told her, I said, well, you got to do a veggie burger, or you want to have to eat before you get there, and tell them however much the chicken costs, you just want your $7.99. That's all you do. And I said, and actually that's a joke for you to use right there, because, you know, you go to the comedy club and all they want to do is pay you in chicken wings and fries and a beef burger. Like, nigga, I ain't even know, I'm a vegan. I don't even eat this no more. So I told her to kind of use that and start that off as a set or whatever. But for the people that are interested in being in the comedy industry, or just being a comedian, or just being in entertainment, if you were listening to the show for the duration, you heard Lyric Monet say, you just got to get out there and do it, and don't be scared, and don't care about what other people think about you. Be confident in who you are as the artist that you are, because people ain't gonna like everything you do, and you can't give a shit. Like, you got to just go ahead and do what you doing, and if you funny, they gonna laugh, and if you not funny, they not gonna laugh. You might get booed, or if you don't care, keep on doing it until you don't get booed no more and those laughs start coming.
I can honestly say that I had got a boo, but I don't even think it was a real boo. I think she. Wait a minute. I got a boo.
What's a real boo and what's just a boo?
Like the girl was mad because I was talking about her friend who was with her, and then she was mad because I was talking about her friend, so she started booing me. But it was like boo. But I was talking about her friend, so there wasn't no real.
She was like
boo.
playing.
She was kind of playing, but not playing at the same time. Because then I was like, "You gonna keep on booing me? You want to get up here and try this?" She was like, "No, go ahead, go ahead." You like, okay, then, like, shut the hell up and let me finish these jokes.
Exactly.
Okay. But she got mad because I was talking about her little friend or whatever. But still, I thought it was a compliment, but I guess they didn't take it like that. I wasn't trying to call her friend a horse. I was telling her that she was cute. She looked like a little unicorn. But whatever. That's what happened with that. But I've never gotten booed, like a real boo. But I have gotten straight silence. Like, yeah, we just gonna blink at you and hope you hurry up and get off the damn stage.
Just get real uncomfortable.
And I said, that's my time. I'm out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't. You know, but you just got to keep on trying. You got to keep on getting out there and putting your best foot forward until you get what you need. And you put yourself in good company. You know, but get with people that's doing what you want to do. Find those mentors. Find the people that
that's
are funny.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's what you're doing. Every Tuesday. You want to tell the people what you're doing real quick?
Yes.
Every
so,
Tuesday?
Those who weren't listening last week, I was talking with Mope about it when he was here. And I started an improv class. So it's Never Deny Next Level. Mm-hmm. And it's done by Rodney Perry. And it's an improv class. And some people that are there have been in entertainment before, whether it's acting or comedy. And then there's some people like myself that in entertainment and media, but kind of on the backside.
Right.
Kind of getting into acting. And, you know, I've had people for years always say, oh, you know, you're very funny. You make me laugh. And you should do stand-up. And I'm like, no. I'm like, stand-up is a whole nother beast.
It is.
And I think I've been able to see that just by being friends
with a lot of comedians.
With a lot of comedians. And it's a lot of hard work. Not that I'm not scared of the hard work part, you know, because I'm a hardworking person, but it's just that unknown part. And I like to be challenged. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and do it.
And
I'm going to go ahead and do it. And I was like, the worst thing can happen is, you know, you're not funny enough to do stand-up, so then I know. I just don't want to be sitting and think, what if?
Right.
You know, because that's going to keep, you know, eating at you. What if this? What if that? So you don't know until you do it.
Mm-hmm. I agree. And you should do it. I think Rodney Perry's class, Next Level, Never Deny Next Level,
yes.
I think is a great starting point. I've taken his class before. He's a great mentor, very, very funny man, and just a great person. So I think that's good company to keep yourself in. And real quick, before we get out of here, I just want to tell y'all, if y'all sick, I need y'all to stay in the house, okay? I want y'all to stop blaming everything on a damn allergy all the time. Sometimes you just got a damn cold, okay? Sometimes your sniffles ain't always Allegra and Claritin free and clear. Like, you need to get some Mucinex and get the mucus out your chest. Like, I'm so sick of people. Oh, it's just allergies. Like, bitch, you sick. you really sick.
They do have such thing as summer colds.
And that's fine. You can have your cold at home.
You can have cold year round.
Have your cold at home.
Well, sometimes people still gotta go. You gotta work. A cold is not anything that you should stay home for if you're supposed to be working.
I just can't take it. For people that don't know me, I'm such a germaphobe. If y'all can see us in this studio right now, he told me to push the microphone up to my face, and I'm like, Jesus, if this microphone touch my lips, I'm gonna be so, like, I'm gonna start crying in here. I'm like, man, I can't do it.
You can be close without it touching your lips.
Man, but I know, but sometimes
you just have to know how to have that direct space.
The microphone touching your lips is a whole nother subject. I'm not even going, never mind. I'll try to keep it clean.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
But that is Comedy and Conversations, guys. If you want to chat with us, if you want to call in, you want to talk about being a comedian, you want to talk about the best show you've ever seen a comedian do. Somebody did ask me one day who were my top 5 favorite comics or comedians. I have to say that I'm number 5 because I'm not because I'm not where I want to be right now. And you have to be truthful.
So humble of yourself.
Yeah, you have to be truthful.
To put yourself at number 5.
I'm number 5, but I made the top 5.
That's right.
That plays a part. I could have been number 6, but I'm not. I'm number 5.
That's right.
So the 4th one would have to be just straight comedians, not male or female. Lavelle Crawford, number 2. I'm gonna give him number 2. I'm still gonna give Martin Lawrence number 1 because that's my all-time favorite comic. Like, I know his last stand-up, people didn't really like it too much. I heard some reviews on it that, but I watched it myself and it wasn't what I was used to from Martin, I'll be honest. But he still is my favorite comedian. So I'll go on Martin number 1, Lavelle Crawford number 2. Number 3, I'm going to go with, and I know y'all probably won't agree with me, but I'm going to go with Wanda Sykes because I like her. I like her voice. I like the way, I'm going to go with her. And then
I like the ones you've named so far.
Okay, see what I'm saying? So at number 4, I'm going to have to go with, and I'm not picking nobody old school because that would be another topic, my old school top 5. So I'm not going to go with old school top 5 right now. But my number 4 pick would have to be Bill Burr. Some of y'all probably never heard of Bill Burr. He's a white comic. I think he's pretty darn funny. And, go listen to him. If you never heard of him, he's funny to me. He does his voice when he does his girlfriend's voice, it's hilarious. So I need y'all to go and check out Bill Burr if you can. Shameka, how about you? You got any favorites out there?
If I had to do a top 5 for current comedians,
you don't even have to do 5. You could do 3.
Okay,
do 3. That might be easier.
Now I have to mention he's by himself because he's no longer with us. But Bernie Mac.
Bernie Mac's hilarious.
Bernie Mac was definitely one of my top comedians. I actually love, so I'll laugh about it. I actually love Seinfeld.
Really?
I actually love Jerry Seinfeld.
I
love
too.
the show. He has a show on Netflix of, what is it, Comedians in Cars? Or something like that where he takes out. I love that show.
Okay.
I love that show. So I can watch Seinfeld now. I don't care. Over and over. So definitely Jerry Seinfeld. Dave Chappelle.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Yes, I love Dave. He his comedy is kind of different for some people. Because he always has there's a punchline, but it's always like some learning.
Right.
And a lot of his comedy as well. So and he reminds me a lot. I know we don't like to do comparisons, but in our day and time, he's probably as close to Richard Pryor as anybody else has been. And for me,
I can see that.
For me, in this day and time, and Richard Pryor is one of my all-time favorites I like, and of course, Eddie Murphy, all them, but it's too many to name. But
it is a lot.
I would say those would probably be top 3.
Top 3, okay. And y'all, if y'all have not saw or seen rather Marlon Wayans' Netflix special, I guarantee you will laugh your behind off because he is hilarious. So make sure y'all check that out.
Yes.
Yep. So other than that, again, like I said, if y'all ever want to call in to Comedy and Conversations, y'all want to have a conversation about anything, we can laugh it up, chuckle, all of that stuff on the line about our comedy things, our comedy woes, our comedy likes, our comedy dislikes. Let us know what you guys want to talk about. Send in your topics. Send in, even if it's not Comedy and Conversation segment, just make sure you send in your topics. So we thank y'all so much for listening to Comedy and Conversations. And anything else, Shameka, about Comedy and Conversations?
No, ma'am.
All right. Well, again, my name is comedian Alicia Coley. Make sure y'all stay tuned in. Oh, and I have a show June 30th, but when we come back from the break, I will tell you guys about that show.
All right.
Who run this mother?
business. You better not play me. Oh, come here, baby. Hope you still like me if you pay me. My persuasion can build a nation. Endless power. Without love, we can devour. You'll do anything for me. Who run the world? Girls. 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 Who run this mother? Who run this mother? Who run this mother? Who run this mother? Who run the world? Girls. 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 Who are we? What we run? The world. Who run this mother? Who are we? What we run? The world. Who run this mother? Who are we? What do we run? We run the world. Who run this mother? Who are we? What we run? We run the world. Who run the world? Girls.
We're back with the Hey Shameka Show with comedian
Alicia Coley.
All right, and we have on the phone Miss Tia Kanika. She is a local. Hey. She is a local actor and comedian, and she is very funny. I actually saw her Saturday night
At Comedy After Dark. She was at Comedy After Dark in Tequila with Alicia Coley.
Yes, but definitely been following her for a while online, and just very funny lady. So thank you for speaking with us today.
No problem.
How you doing, Tia?
And I'm angry that I couldn't be there, but I'm glad I still can speak with y'all over the phone.
That's all right. We're going to show you a picture when we do the editing, so it'll be like you're here and not here at the same time.
Oh, okay, beautiful.
Right.
So what do you what's your next thing that you're working on as far as your comedy or even your acting?
Well, starting next month, I'm gonna start like shooting some skits and stuff. I know that's the new big thing, and everybody keeps telling me I need to do skits and stuff, and I haven't been. So I'm gonna start doing that and just traveling a little more out of the Atlanta area. So that's all. Just trying to get my name out there. You know, it's hard. It's hard for us females, but I'm trying to make it do what it do.
Absolutely. We got to do what we got to do. So I know you're not from Atlanta originally. Where are you from again?
I'm from Springfield, Massachusetts.
Okay. And how long you been in Atlanta?
Forever. Like, over 10 years.
Oh, okay. I didn't know it was that long.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So, Tia, how long have you been doing comedy?
Well, actually, I just made my 2-year anniversary on the 16th.
Okay, nice.
Okay. Nice. Well, why you didn't tell me that at the show on Saturday? We could have announced it.
Because I just realized it when Facebook gave me a memory the other day.
Oh, okay.
So, what would you say is your biggest influence that got you started into acting and into comedy?
Well, I started doing comedy because I like Samora a lot. Like, that's like one of my favorite female comedians. So, and everybody, I was always goofy, and everybody told me I was funny. So I just tried it one day and liked it, and just started doing comedy. Acting, I've always been like a character. So, you know, I just thought, you know, why not do it for real?
That's true. If it's something that you love to do and it's something that's natural for you, it's definitely a plus to go into a field where you can use those talents and you know, get paid for it.
I'm gonna ask you something I ask all comedians. Have you ever been booed before?
No, I never been booed. Got to get the shotgun put on me from the DJ.
Oh, okay.
Like,
yeah.
you know where they do the sound effects, like boom, boom. Yeah. So I haven't been booed, but I did get the shotguns on me. But I was still up there like, and what?
Right. Yep, you got to keep on going with your confidence. Shoot, like what? I'm not getting off. Like that was a fake shoot, and I'm still here.
What's that? They either do that or
That
they start
part,
flashing the
look,
lights.
really up there, like, look, really thought I did good, so I went home and watched the footage, and I was like, oh, okay.
Right. Like, okay, that's why I got it. I know. Listen, I understand. Shameka was talking about, or they dim the lights on people. I remember I was at a show, and I did not know this comedian. It's a female. I didn't know her at the time, but she wasn't that great, I will say. And they just cut her mic all the way off. I was like, damn, like y'all, that's what y'all do?
Dang.
I was not prepared. I guess I hadn't seen it before. It was earlier in my career, but I was like, wow, I didn't know that they did that. So when they did that, I was so scared. I didn't even want to go up and do my jokes after that. I was like, Dad, that's what y'all do to people? That probably hurt her whole heart.
I know, right?
Yes.
Boy, that was horrible.
So
I've seen them play the music on somebody at Uptown.
Oh, yeah, it can be brutal. It is a brutal industry being a comedian. So I totally get it. What would you say is your favorite part about being a comedian?
Just making people laugh, getting up there and making my truths funny. Like, people really like the stuff you be saying on stage is true. 90% of the stuff I have to be saying on stage to be true. It's just, I just try to do it in a comical way. So it's good that I can basically like have like the audience as my diary, but at the same time making them laugh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's one of the best parts of being a comedian. Also, like you can get up there and make sure that people. It's like you're being transparent with some funny behind it. It's stuff that people go through all the time, or they think about it but they don't say it out loud. And so when you say it, it's like, I ain't never think about it that way. That shit's funny. Like, so I get what you're saying. Absolutely get it. How does your you being a comedian, a female comedian, well, I don't even want to put female in it. You being a comedian and you being a wife, how is it with that? How do you balance it all? And you're a mom, so how do you balance it all?
It's hard because, a lot of times you want to get out and get in the mix, but you can't because, you have to be a mom and a wife. So you just have to kind of like balance it. You have to make time for both. You have to know, what time is for what. So you have to, if you have plans with your family, you just have to make sure, your family know what's going on and just handle your business. Basically, it's all about scheduling and time. Just make sure you make time for your family and doing the comedy.
Yeah, that time management. I get it.
Yeah.
So, do you have anything coming up that the people should know about so they can come out and support you?
I do have something coming up at the end of the month, but I don't actually know the name of it. I just got a call today, but it's something at the end of the month. I'll post it on my page on Instagram and my Facebook comedy page.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up. Can you give the people all of your social media handles from Facebook to Twitter to Snapchat to Instagram?
Yes, my name is Tia Kanika on all social media, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter. It's TIAKANIKA, Tia Kanika, one word.
Okay, awesome. Shameka, you have any questions for Tia?
What would you say you would be with your career in acting and comedy like in the next 3 years?
You said where would I be in what?
Where do you think
in your career in the next 3 years with acting and comedy?
Hopefully, I'm not working a real job because I'm over it.
I know that's
Hopefully,
right.
I'm telling jokes and I'm touring and doing movies. Hopefully, in the next 3 years.
That definitely sounds
Hopefully,
awesome.
my name will be a household name.
Yeah, well, you definitely got to speak it into existence now. You got to say it with some nice force and belief behind that.
Tell people what you always say to you about the lights.
Oh, I tell everybody to give a bitch a chance.
Right, that too. She was like, I want the lights. I'll give a bitch a chance.
That's right.
Yeah, I want the lights. I want the lights. I want to be in the lights. And I started saying, give me a chance. Because when I first started out, they used to be like, they didn't take me serious. And I started to try to tell jokes. I was like, just give me a chance to get on stage. So that's where that came from.
Yeah.
And the lights is because I just felt like I always should have been something. So I feel like I just should be in lights.
I know that's right. Speak it into existence, like she said.
Definitely. We definitely appreciate you calling in. Like you said, you just have to do what you can. And, next time we have to get you into the studio.
Okay, I definitely will, and I appreciate y'all for doing the interview for me. And again, I really enjoyed Saturday. It was really dope, and I enjoyed myself.
I'm glad you came up. I'm glad you was able to do it. So thank you so much for calling in. And when we schedule you next time, you got to come on in.
Okay, I definitely will.
All right. Have a good one.
We appreciate it.
Take care. Thanks for having me. Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, guys, and we also have our next guest, Miss Candace Conley.
Hey, Candace.
Hi. Hey, everyone.
And Candace, she is production guru. So she's a stage manager, she's a producer, she's also executive producer of Candyland Media. So you do a lot of everything. You know, I follow you on IG, and you are always doing something.
I am always doing something. It is called a blessing. Yes, always.
That's right.
On the scene. Cool.
Yes. So just tell us a little bit about, to start off, how you got into your career. How did you start doing the producing and being a stage manager?
How did I get into it? I always knew that I was either going to do like entertainment law or work directly with the entertainers on stage. So as soon as I graduated, I did math. I was a mass comm major. I took an internship on this show that was here in Atlanta. It was like a e-show, weekly, nightly e-show, but it was based for Atlanta. And it just went from there. Like, I knew what I wanted to do. I thought I was a celebrity myself. So that's right. Let's get it. Like,
hey, there's nothing wrong with that, especially to have that confidence in the beginning. I think confidence definitely tends to help you go further in your career.
Absolutely.
And when did you start Candyland Media?
I've had Candyland Media for probably 2 to 3 years, but it wasn't Candyland Media. It had another name, and I really didn't have the time at that point. I was, on the stage a lot, and I'm still on the stage a lot and doing all kind of stuff. I just came off of a tour maybe a month ago and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, but I decided it's time to relaunch it, and that's what I did, because it was picking up and people would call me for stuff, just all kind of stuff. Can you shoot this video? And I'm like, I'm a stage manager. What do you mean? But they see me everywhere, so they assume that I can do everything. And I'm like, well, I can. Like, why can't I?
Sure you can.
Exactly.
I can. Who runs the world?
That's right, girl.
That's right.
Yes. So yeah, I relaunched, and I'm going.
So can you tell us what people expect when they hear or see Candyland Media doing your thing? Like, what's the expectation?
I think for the most part, people expect it to get done. They expect a level of professionalism. They know my work at this point. They know the caliber of celebrities and productions that I work on and the people that I work with. So they know, usually they've seen me somewhere a number of times, so they know the experience I already have up under my belt.
Okay.
So I give the people what they want.
Yep. Favorite production?
Sunday Best, not Sunday's Best. Sunday Best. That was my favorite production to stage manage.
Okay.
Yes.
Was it any known celebrities in that one? Who was in that one that you can tell us about?
On Sunday's Best. Well, it was the only competition gospel show of its kind.
Is this the BET show?
Absolutely.
Yes. Okay. All right. Girl, you gotta say that. I gotta put this stuff together real quick.
Well, there's only one Sunday Best.
Right. You're absolutely right.
Only one Sunday Best. It was really, really well known, well received.
It was.
Donnie McClurkin, Yolanda Adams.
Wasn't it one of the Mary sisters at one point too?
Did we have a Mary sister? I don't.
I remember Yolanda, Donnie.
We had.
It was a Kiki.
Yeah, Kiki.
Sheard.
It was on there. Kiki Sheard. Who else? Who else was a judge? Sometimes they rotated, but the mainstay judges were Donnie McClurkin and Yolanda Adams, and the host is Kirk Franklin, of course.
Yes.
It was an amazing show. You could worship and get paid at the same.
And that's what I think God wants for us anyway.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I was like, y'all paying me for this?
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Now, the tour that you just came off a month ago, wasn't that like a gospel tour?
Yes, it was the Festival of Praise tour. That was another tour that I don't do tours. Like, that's not
Sure
my
you
forte.
do.
But when the call came
You
in,
do now.
because of the people that know me, Fred Hammond actually called me and was like, "Yo, Can, Festival of Praise tour, we going out again." Oh, okay. I need you. Oh, okay. Man, I've never done. Why can't I? Why not? Let's go. Let me experience that as well.
Yeah.
So that's exactly what I did.
That's exciting. It's very exciting.
I love that part that you just, I don't want to say step outside the box, but just because it's something that you haven't done before doesn't mean that you can't do it. You give yourself that opportunity. You go in there to have an experience, and then after that, you can just decide: is this something that you're going to continue to do further, or it was okay.
Absolutely.
I don't know if I want to do that again.
That's how I say you don't know until you do it.
Right.
I
We
just said that earlier.
You don't know until I didn't know if I was gonna like being on a bus going from city to city, and sleeping in a bunk and on a bus with 10 different people, and all I'm gonna hear every day is gospel for the most part. And I didn't know.
Right.
I didn't know. I don't like long drives.
Right.
Just don't. Anything over 4.5 hours, I'm out. Count me out. I'm getting on the plane. But we were driving like 12 hours some places. Took us 16. I was about to jump out an unopened window.
Oh wow.
But I made it.
Yeah,
I
you did it.
Yeah.
And do your normally are your productions gospel?
I do a lot of gospel.
Okay.
But not necessarily, that's not my I do game shows. I'll fly out this weekend to go do BET Experience. It doesn't matter. I do. I've done inside the NBA.
Okay.
I've done
Nice.
you name it. If it has a stage, if it needs to be ran, she
doing
can
it.
run it.
Awesome.
Yes,
Awesome.
She can do it.
So we are going to go to a quick commercial, and we will be right back with Miss Candace Conley.
Stay tuned in.
You're listening to IBNX. IBNXradio.com. The station with the best music. Best music.
I love the music.
Best music. Hey, what's up? It's Jay-Z.
Hey, I'm Mariah Carey.
Hey, it's Katy Perry.
It's your boy T.I.P., man. Get in. It's your boy Sean Kingston.
What's up, y'all? I'm Beyonce. This is Nicki Minaj, and I'm in the mix with
IBNX Radio.
Life comes at us fast. One thing that gives us comfort is knowing that someone is there when you need them. Well, at Pleasant Hills Insurance, that's our promise to our clients. Call 770-910-7460 today or visit our website at pleasanthillsinsurance.com for your free, no obligations quote on retirement and life insurance. Many of the large agencies have turned their back on the retired workforce. At Pleasant Hills Insurance, if others can't qualify you, very often we can. Pleasant Hills Insurance proudly provides options for preconditions. So call 770-910-7460 or visit pleasanthillsinsurance.com today for your free, no obligations quote on retirement and life insurance. Pleasant Hills Insurance. We're here when you need us.
And we are back with the Hey Shameka Show with
comedian Alicia Coley.
And we are back with Candace Conley. And she was just letting us know about her journey thus far in production and stage manager. Candace, can you let everyone know how they can follow you and stay tuned on what you're doing?
Absolutely. On Instagram, I am Candyland Media. You can go to that, or on Instagram also Land of Candy, and Land of Candy is Candi at the end. Those are the main ways that you can get to me. You can get to the media company. You can send me a message on that's how you get to me.
Okay. And if you had a word of advice that you could give anyone that's interested in getting into the field of being stage manager, being in production, what would that advice be?
I would say hustle hard. Don't let anybody tell you you can't do it. Hustle hard, start from the bottom, and go to the top.
All right.
Awesome.
Well, we definitely appreciate you coming in and speaking with us today. Definitely looking forward to further productions that you're doing, and maybe at some point we'll be on some production you doing.
Absolutely.
Look, don't forget. Hey, y'all need some comedy? I'll be right there.
Yeah, I do a lot of comedy shows.
All right.
Yep. All right, and we will be right back with the Hey Shameka Show with comedian Alicia Coley.
Yes, stay tuned in. Hey, Shameka.
Hey, Alicia. Hey, guys, make sure you tune in to the Hey Shameka Show
On Wednesdays from 7 to 9 p.m.
on IBNX Radio.
Hey, everybody, it's comedian Alicia Coley, and you're listening to the Hey Shameka Show on IBNX Radio.
You know, I didn't come here to preach to you today, but you know.
If there is anyone out there,
You're afraid. It's not their pain you're afraid of. It's yours. And as frightening as it may be, that pain will make you stronger. If you allow yourself to feel it, embrace it, it will make you more powerful than you ever imagined. It's the greatest gift we have, to bear their pain without breaking. And it's born from the most human part.
despite all the hardship we've been through, I ask you to sustain that hope. I'm not talking about blind optimism, the kind of hope that just ignores the enormity of the tasks ahead or the roadblocks that stand in our path. I'm not talking about the wishful idealism that allows us to just sit on the sidelines or shirk from a fight. I have always believed that hope is that stubborn thing inside us that insists, despite all the evidence to the contrary, that something better awaits us, so long as we have the courage to keep reaching, to keep working, to keep fighting.
It's your girl, Nikki D, and I'm back with you this week for another quote of hope. This week, my quote of hope is this: be yourself because everyone else is taken. Have you ever been around a person or persons who want everything that somebody else has? Or even when they get in the company of another person, they take on that person's mannerisms and attributes and the way they talk and the way they act. And it gets to a point, I know for me, where sometimes I don't even know who the person is anymore because they've taken on somebody else's attributes so heavy. I just want to tell you guys today that you are enough being who you are and who God made you to be. The Bible tells us in 1 Corinthians 11:1, be imitators of me, just as I am also of Christ. And to me, that means the only thing that you should be striving towards being like is Christ-like. And that's a better version of you, not a better version of Beyonce or a better version of your neighbor. Be your best self. I love seeing people that have originality that's just out of this world, that being around them is contagious because there's so much of themselves in them. The first line of the song that I'm going to play this week, it has the words, and I heard it, just real quick background, I heard it in church probably like 2 weeks ago, and I want to give a shout out to Pastor Mona. When I heard the song, it just blew me away. And this is what the first line say: if you don't mind, can I be far from perfect, but can I be me? Those words were so powerful, you guys, when I heard that. And I just wanted to expand on that today and just make it a point to you guys to love who you are and let people be attracted to your genuine self, not you trying to be another version of somebody else that you're trying to imitate. So that's just what I wanted to pretty much get out to you guys this week. Love who you are, be who you are, embrace who you are and who God created you to be, because you are awesome being just that. All right, so you guys can catch me again. I'll be here next week, same time, same place. I'm Nikki D, of course. You can follow me on all my social media platforms at The Real Nikki D33. I will be here each and every Wednesday on the Hey Shameka Show featuring my girl Alicia Coley. And my song for this week is by Lettucey, and it's featuring Kirk Franklin, and it's entitled If You Don't Mind.
If you don't mind, can I be far from perfect? Just can I be me? Do you have time to see what a work in progress really means? Spend many a night on my knees, 'cause that's the key for me to be free. 1,000 tears, a million no's, just some ingredients that help me to grow. Got to pay, added some sun and rain, blended it together with grace. Still I had to wait, 'cause they wanted me to be strong for the days I walked alone, and all my superpowers were gone. He said I'm making something better, I'm putting it together. Trust me if you don't mind. See, I know where I'm going if you don't mind. If you don't mind, can I be honest? It was so hard to see. Every heartache, every closed door, the ingredients that help me to grow. Got to pay, added some sun and rain, blended it together with grace. Still I had to wait, 'cause he wanted me to be strong for the days I walked alone, and all my superpowers were gone. He said I'm making something better, I'm putting it together. Trust me if you don't mind. See, I know where I'm going if you don't mind. Hey, if you don't mind. If you don't mind. I'll set you free. I'll give you me. I'll be your source. Nobody can love you more. I'll have a plan. Tomorrow is in my hands. Taste and see. There'll never be another like me. If you don't mind. If you don't mind. Come on. Got to pay, added some sun and rain, blended it together with grace. Still I had to wait, 'cause they wanted me to be strong for the days I walked alone, and all my superpowers were gone. He said I'm making something better, I'm putting it together. Trust me if you don't mind. If you don't mind. See, I know where I'm going if you don't mind. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. See, I know what I'm doing if you don't mind. Get out of my way if you don't mind. Thank you. Oh, thank you.
And we are back with the Hey Shameka Show with comedian Alicia Coley. And we really appreciate everyone for tuning in every week with us. This is our third week. It has been awesome time so far, and I know some of you have been tuning in every week, so definitely thank you.
Yes, thanks so much, guys. We appreciate you listening in. We need those numbers to keep on going up and up, so make sure you tell a friend, tell them to log on, call in, chat with us, all of that, so that y'all can so we can just stay on the air for y'all. The more y'all listen, the more we hear.
Yes, and we'd like to thank all of our guests for coming in today and for sitting down with us and telling us about their careers and
just
their
telling
lives.
us their business. How about that?
Yeah, you know,
we
we
was all
nosy.
in it. We was all in their business too. So we appreciate that.
Yes, and for those of you that don't know, you can also watch us live on YouTube. So starting with last week's show, if you go to YouTube and then go to IBNX Radio Network, you can see us live from 7 to 9, and then a few days later, the video will be back up on the site to watch as well. So definitely make sure you also tune in that way. So is there anything that you ladies had, Nikki or Miss Candace? Anything that y'all have that y'all would like to say to our listeners and viewers out there?
Just make sure you keep supporting these ladies and supporting the show, because that's what it's all about, is support. A lot of people, you guys like to wait until somebody blow up and then y'all want to jump on the bandwagon. Go ahead and support these ladies now while they, you know, up and coming and on the rise, and just show love, tune in, like, share. I tell somebody, even if it don't apply to you, pass it on to somebody else. They might want to hear something positive for the day. So that's my 2 cents.
I like that. Yeah, I'd like to piggyback off that. There's, you know, we are doing it in this room right now, some black girl magic happening and going on. So if we do not support each other, we do not persevere.
Exactly.
And that's the bottom line. So we got to support. And then we'll blow up and we'll still support them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Let's go, y'all.
like
Let's go
that.
hard.
Exactly.
Let's go.
And that was the premise of this week's show. It was, you know, Run the World Girls. Everybody that we had on the show this week, you know, has their own outright career, doing great, wonderful things. And everybody that was on the show today is doing it in a positive light. That is a one of the undertones of the Hey Shameka Show. You know, doing everything in a positive light. And this day and time with entertainment and media, a lot of times stuff is negative.
That's
so we definitely try to make sure to highlight the positive things that are going on. And of course, that's always through entrepreneurship. That's one of the big things we like to showcase every week. And then also going into the show, as the weeks come on, we'll also be getting a little bit into health and wellness, getting a little bit into education. So we'll have some guests that are, you know, doctors, lawyers, educators of that nature, and still also have entrepreneurs as well as people that work in entertainment and media and in comedy. And comedy, of course, falls into entertainment. But there's definitely a lot of people here in Atlanta that are doing a lot of great things, and we want to make sure that we use our show as a platform to help showcase those talents and showcase everything that people are doing. And Alicia, I think you said earlier that you have a show or something that's coming up. That
I do have a show June 30th, but because we have another show before June 30th, I'm going to wait. But it's in Bogart, Georgia, wherever that is. I don't know where it is, but make sure y'all come out and support. It's a lot of funny people on this show. But I'm going to tell y'all about it next week again, so just stay tuned in. Okay. And also, follow me at Alicia Coley on all social media. If you got a topic you want to discuss, DM me, DM us at the Hey Shameka Show, and DM Hey Shameka or Shameka Love. Which one you want them to DM you at? Because you got so many. I don't.
Okay, so.
She could tell y'all better than I can.
You guys could DM me at any of them. Shameka Love, ShamekalOve. You can also do Hey Shameka, HeyShameka, and we also have the Hey Shameka Show. So, and that's the same on all social media. Twitter, it is a little bit different. For my personal one is Shameka Love 24/7. So Twitter's a little temperamental, but definitely, like you guys said, continue to tune in, stay locked in with us. We appreciate all of you guys' support. We appreciate the guests that are coming in, and you know, you guys are awesome, and you know, just keep tuning in.
Yes, and have a great week. Until next Wednesday, guys. We will talk to you then.
You're listening to IBNX. IBNXradio.com.